All right, now let's get into a topic that I know a little bit more about.
Got the wrist on froze, the bottles is on hold, got the shimmy, shimmy, yeah, shimmy, yeah, shimmy, yeah. What the fuck I look like? Man, I run this town, and I ain't coming on less than 100,000. I mean, last time I checked, I was bubbling now. Gotta turn down shows out and double it. Oh, okay.
Speaking of Nicki, the queen.
Who's queen?
I want to get into some things.
What's the things?
Okay. So over the weekend, Nicki had a little present for her fans. She wanted to re-release her Pink Print album. Mind you, this album came out almost 10 years ago. Mm-hmm. And I feel like Nicki has a past of re-releasing things, but it means a lot to me simply because it takes me back to that time. And the album did really well.
I agree. It did well because we know the songs and they were jumping in the club, but I feel like with Nicki's re-release of the album, Nicki shows herself again and again to not be a girl's girl. And then you're not even giving me new music. Why am I here?
But let's talk about it. Nicki, to be honest, Nicki doesn't even have to put out new music. I feel like she got enough of a catalog to where she could be done with the rap game today. And she's still eating these bitches up. I'm sorry. I'm biased.
You're not still eating these bitches up. You're the oatmeal. You're the motherfucking beans and Wheaties. You're safe. You're not even taking a chance and releasing new music. You mean to all the new rap girlies, and then you're dropping the same most.
I wouldn't say all.
Most.
Okay, you got that. I feel like she has a reason for some of her behaviors. I don't say it's okay. I'm not going to say it's okay.
Well, what was the reason in my Cardi voice? What's the reason? The fuck?
Speaking of, this is my thing. I feel like she has a past. When you think about all the rappers that are up and coming, female rappers that are up and coming, she seems bitter. She seems like she's hating on their success. I don't think that's the issue.
But bitch, you just said that's what it seemed like. So what you think?
This is what the people have said.
Oh, okay.
However, I feel like she just wants the respect that she worked hard for. We're not going to act like Nicki wasn't up and coming, out rapping niggas. Kanye West, Jay-Z, Rick Ross on Monster.
I feel that. You didn't lie.
But at the same time, I feel as though she was ahead of her time. And right now, she's in a different time. And she's still milking these bitches. I don't know.
I'm not giving you none of that.
Why?
And I'm so sorry. Because for one, I feel like Nicki Minaj has time and time again proven that she is a bitter bitch. I'm not going to sleep on the rapist sympathizer shit. I'm sorry. And then it's like, you were not a girl's girl. You fell out with Meg, an up-and-coming artist, because she did a song with Cardi. As an up-and-coming artist, bitch, I want to do music with whoever. You got mad at Lotto because she did a song with fucking Cardi and all these bitches that you're ops for no reason. And the reason you don't fuck with Cardi is because you tried Cardi on a song and Cardi said, bitch, you got me fucked up. That's what happened. If Nicki the QB, then I'm Vince, or what she say, if Cardi the QB, whatever she said on that shit, it was...
Well, let's be for real. Allegedly, the labels put them against each other. But because if we're being honest, we're taking it back to motorsport. She wanted to say Cardi's the QB. I'm Nick Lombardi.
Yeah, and Cardi said no, bitch, because what the fuck? That's exactly... You made my point. I fucked the lyric up, but you made my point.
But I don't feel like it was coming from that... It wasn't coming from that way.
I feel like real bitch to real bitch... Nobody is going to sit there and say, oh, I'm the coach and I'm teaching these bitches. That's not girlhood. That's not sisterhood.
I feel you.
And I feel like
that.
She said that shit and Cardi being the real bitch. No, you didn't coach me on shit.
Okay. Well, I got a question. Do you feel like the reason Nicki has this energy towards the new rap girlies has anything to do with her upcoming, what she had to deal with?
I would give her that grace if I didn't feel like, and I feel like there's always like, mixed response on this. I feel like that little Kim shit happened because Nicki didn't properly pay her dues. And one thing I want to say is, like, I know J. Cole, the one song Forbidden Fruit, he used a Q-Tip sample. He said, words to QB, or words to Q-Tip, somebody else. Mm-hmm. Nicki don't give her flowers to the new bitches or the old bitches. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? And she did have to fight to get where she was at. But you can say the same thing for Lil' Kim. You can say the same thing for the Brat, MC Light, whoever the fuck. What I do know is these bitches like Meg, who took bitches like Glow on her whole tour. These bitches like Lotto that shout out Glow in the song. Even motherfucking Sexy Red. These new bitches are looking out for each other. And Nicki Minaj is a big bad monster in the back. Now, to answer your question, did the way she was treated by these niggas in the industry affect her? Yeah, hurt people, and to be the baddest bitch, you know, out here in the game at her time, yeah, niggas are haters. Niggas hate to see a bitch doing well.
You're right.
And I agree with that.
I do agree with it can get bitter. I feel like I can see both sides of it. You know me, I'm an empath, so I'm going to see both sides of the fence.
You're empathizing with a rapist sympathizer. I just want you to think about that.
I'm talking about her behavior in the industry. I'm not... can we not have that part in there? Because I don't want to act... Okay. She ate me up. I get what you're saying 100%, but at the same time, I feel like she's coming from a place of, don't compare me. Don't compare me.
These bitch, nobody is comparing Nicki, in my opinion. Nicki
You gotta think about it. I don't think it's fully the other rap girlies that she's going against. You have to think about the industry. You have to think about what they're putting out there.
And you don't
they're putting each other against
this bitch been in the industry since I was in 6th grade. I remember, because at AI Middle, I was rapping the "Feels like I'm finally free." So I'm free. Period. I say AI Middle, but you clocking me. Anyway, Nicki Minaj, you feel me? Like, you've had 10 years in the game, in the industry. You know when people are pitting you against somebody, you know not to stay too late at a motherfucking Diddy party. You know where the fuck the paparazzi is at. So for you to even further enable these people pitting you against not only other bitches in rap, other black women in rap, when you come from a place that's like, yo, you know, I had to get it by myself. Right. And that's one thing I will give to Nicki Minaj. She came up in a time where she was not maybe the only like poppin' female rapper.
And I think that might have something to do with it. Like right now, I don't want to say there's competition, but there's many female rap artists that are out there, have their own sound, have their own tune, selling records. I get that.
And in that, totally them bitches are not competing with each other. And I'm going to tell you why.
They're working together.
On Meg's album, there's a Glow feature. And I'm not going to say there's a Lotto feature. I don't know. But there's definitely the Glow feature. On Lotto's album, there's a fucking Glow feature and a Sexy Red album. On fucking Glow's album, they feature all them bitches. Mm-hmm. They are working together.
Well, I have a question.
Another one, ho.
Well, okay. I see all the points you made. The points were made. They hit. I get it.
Ate you
but
up.
Let's think back. Let's think about when Nicki Minaj was up and coming. There wasn't any competition. Let's be real. She was surpassing niggas at that point, right? Right now, we have a lot of female artists, like I said, with different sounds, their own success. Do you think... Shit, what the fuck was my question?
I think Nicki Minaj has only child syndrome. I think she don't want to share her toys or her platform or her place as that girl in rap. And I think that's going to be to her detriment on top of the racist shit. She has only child syndrome.
With all that you have had to say about Nicki Minaj, do you feel like she's being held to the same standard then as the new girls are now?
I feel like there's two sides to that question. Because as I did say earlier when I had so much to say... bitch. Nicki Minaj, I feel like she didn't have the amount of rap girlies in her corner. Okay. You know what I'm saying? I do feel like Nicki Minaj was a woman that came out and she might have been fucking fighting bitches fighting niggas all elbows. Mm-hmm. But she did that.
So it's a different type of fight, might I add.
It's a different type of fight. I agree. You did that. And I think the new girls now, they do have the luxury of each other. Mm-hmm.
Is it the luxury of each other or is it the luxury of the times?
Bro, I feel like that's a mute point because things are always changing and we're always evolving.
Right, but you got to think about social media. You got to think about...
I don't. I think Nicki Minaj came up in a time where you had a little bit more grace, honestly. I think because Nicki Minaj, like, we had cell phones, but it was the Metro PCS fucking keyboard slide up, you know what I'm saying? But social media wasn't at where it is now. Fucking AI was not a thing or whatever, you know what I'm saying? And it's like, now I feel like bitches can go on Instagram Live and fucking state their piece, whereas when Nicki Minaj was coming up, they didn't. It wasn't the bitch like, oh, this bitch did my hair and she didn't speak to me the whole time, whatever the fuck. Mm-hmm. In my opinion, Nicki Minaj has showed time and time again that she is a monster. Specifically to the rap girlies. I think after Nicki Minaj, it was Cardi B. and there was a place for alignment, and you made an enemy out of Cardi B. And one thing I will say about Cardi B is she does have the song with Glow, with Meg, with JT, with Carisha, with whoever the fuck else. Like, I feel like there's room at her table, and Nicki Minaj said you can't sit here unless you're a rapist or Lil Wayne.
You made your points, and you ate your points. However, I do stand by my girl, her dominance in the rap industry. These rap girlies, they did they shit, but my bitch did her shit.
So
she don't gotta talk about it.
But do you feel like there was anything, or there is anything about Nicki Minaj that is unfair to the new age rap girlies?
I do. But like I said, I'm an empath. I feel like I see both sides of it. I feel like you should give room. Allow the girls. You already did your shit, so let them do their shit. Pass the baton. I get that.
But that's weird as shit too, because you said she's still eating. So, bitch, why can't we fucking relay?
Still out shows.
But why can't we be in the relay together? Like, that's the thing.
No, I get what you're saying. There's room for all of us to eat. You're not gonna be the only queen, but you are the queen. I said what I said.
You sound dumb. Anyway.